Alright, I just got my sound working after about 20 minutes of trying to get it figured out. Had to uninstall Logitech G Hub and reinstall it for my headset to work, which was great. Always what you want to deal with. We are doing the 24 hours, and, well, because of all that, we're going to be starting at the back, and it looks like, how many people do we got here? About 30, 35, so that's good. We got all the different types of prototypes, and hopefully it will be a decent show, and we can have a good race. But it's not really a race. It's more of just kind of a fun, experience 24 hours as a solo person at 8-time Earth speed rotation. So sounds like someone just tried to talk. Take that off. We've got all that set up. Yeah, so we'll be buying a new headset after this race. And we've got... Everyone's almost on a lap. We're going to be on the back foot, having to come from the back. We got a bunch of Rileys in here, and that's going to make it interesting for us. So it looks like we're supposed to be right around here, I think. And this first bit of the race doesn't really mean too much. It's more of a hour-and-a-half practice, but so, yeah, it's going to be an interesting one, and we're about to roll off from pretty much the back. But, yeah, I'm a bit rushed here trying to get everything set up, and just not good luck with how everything's going. Where is it lining us up? On the backstretch. Okay, good. Let's get all these cars loaded up. We only have 2 LMP1s, then one BMW, or a couple of BMWs. Oh no, we got another Porsche back there. So, oops, you know what? No, it's just struggling to load in all the paints right now for all of these cars. Just double check, since I was extremely rushed to get in here. Alright, here we are, though, in the Honda.
On the left side. Closed. Pit road is closed.
Starting behind a bunch of Rileys. And, yeah, it's going to be an interesting race. We got a couple of Corvettes behind us. So, first race, we are going into darkness, and then the second race will be coming out of the darkness into
Jetstar 25 car.
the daylight to finish it up. So a full 24-hour cycle,
57
90
car.
minutes per
Jetstar
race.
28 car. Jetstar 27 car. Jetstar 42 car. Jetstar 2 car.
And yeah, not a lot of practice. Obviously none today, since I didn't even know my sound was screwed up until I got in the server.
Jetstar 2 car.
Doesn't really matter, but it seems like everyone's trying to do class gaps, but that doesn't really work because we don't have classes and we have all different cars. So yeah, let's just hope this is good and no one gets wrecked out early, because then they'll have to sit and wait for the second race. And yeah, we got a 30-minute break in between this, so the video is going to be 2 parts, the first 12 hours and then the second half. But I hope everyone survives, because really there's no point in trying to win it here. But turn 1 at Daytona always ends up having something, and we've got someone going off.
Right side.
Got one person waiting to get back on.
Clear.
Just got to be patient here. I think we're quicker than the Rileys, so no need to force anything through the infield.
To the left. Stay on the left. Clear on the right.
We may not be quicker than the Corvettes, though, and I know we're not quicker than the BMW, and not sure where Sam was going on there, but then he freaked out and got on the brakes hard. Hopefully that didn't cause him any damage and he can get going. We're all on the old damage model, so things are gonna be a little funky on the newer cars.
Car right. Clear on the right.
Looks like the Corvette is just about the same speed and might have a little bit more top end. It's going to be a struggle for us to get up through the Rileys, it looks like. We may need to make a gear change. I don't know if I've got the right setup in. It may have changed setups on me, because it might have auto load set up or something, because that didn't feel normal. That didn't feel right at all from what I had practiced. Shouldn't be getting that close on the gearing.
Left side. Clear on the left.
We got some smoke. Someone has ended up backwards. Now it's a strength of field of 1,700, so obviously we are not the greatest road racers in the world. This is more of like a historical race, essentially. Just a bunch of people coming out to have fun to do it. Not really about winning, since most of the cars don't have the speed capable of winning. Got the Grape, who's going to be able to outpull us, I think. He backs off, though. Yeah, I think it auto-loaded the wrong setup, and we're not on the low downforce. That's going to be a problem for us in this first race. We can go about 27 laps on fuel. Some cars have limited tanks, some have limited tires, and just kind of to switch it up. But we're definitely down on actual straight line speed, so we are rightly slow. We might be quicker than them in the infield, but that's going to be difficult to do anything with. So his first race is essentially try to get up as far as we can through the Rileys, and then hopefully start near people actually in our class. I know Gavin, Dirt Gavin, is in a Honda. Diet Gavin is in a Riley. Yeah, having the sound issue completely screwed everything up for me. And hopefully it hasn't messed up any of my settings for recording. It looks like everything's working, but we're not going to have anything here because all of a sudden the Riley just becomes quicker. So yeah, we definitely got the wrong setup in. Oops, and I just hit pit limiter instead of my
1 minute 44.
tear-offs, which I know I set, but now I can't remember what button I set it to. Let's play that game of trying to figure out what button. There we go. Walk up ahead. I nearly ran into the back of Rocco. But again, no big deal, because this first race isn't really about anything. I do have points set up for each race. No one even knows about that. So that will kind of give us an indicator of who overall did best. And then all the other races are going to be same class. We're going to do 3 more of these this year. And hopefully, like GT3s at Le Mans, we will go to the ring with maybe GT4s, and then Bathurst. We'll see what I decide on.
1 minute 43.239.
Lots of smoke from everyone. Make sure the tires actually does not look like tire limits actually transferred over. No, it didn't. We've got 2.
Car on your left, clear.
Road has a moment there. If we can get around Rocco before the infield, might be able to just pull away a little bit, but unfortunately, straightaway-wise, we are extremely slow. But I guess that's good. It puts us in a more, in this class, where most of the cars are anyways. And there's no classes set up, it's just everyone racing for the win. We've got a fast car coming up. started from the pits.
42.474.
And then the leaders are 3 seconds behind already. So it is 3 o'clock in the afternoon in sim. Got an LMP2 in front of us.
Right side. Clear on the right.
LMP1 coming through.
Left side.
Everyone kind of trips over each other there. See if we can put in a decent lap. I know my regular pace is a 39, so kind of far off right now, but I feel like I was getting it at 180 by myself on the straights, so I think we have a bit more downforce than we should, and not enough gear. But right now, Gavin is way up ahead of us. 77. He is 5 seconds ahead of us. Now, I'm not sure if they can do 1 stop or if they have to do 2 stops. I think I'm going to go every 30 minutes. I'll come into the pits. Because I don't think our limited tanks, we go 20 more laps. I don't think that'll get us to halfway in this. But it's going to be a lot of first-time multi-class racing for a lot of people, especially in cars this quick. Second place coming up, Jim.
1 minute 40.74.
Looks like Christian just goes off wide there, gets in the grass, has pretty much come to a stop. And we got O'Reilly off and in the fence, and that is Diet Gavin. Jesus. LMP1's just rocket away. Alright, well, we're back to Rocco. We're not going to be able to do anything with it. We're just kind of stuck here. Because he's going to pull away out of the corner. So yeah, getting hurt massively right now. But I guess it's, you know, he's pulling us around in this area, also kind of slowing us here, so he's gonna let us go. We should be quicker than him in the infield now. Puts us up to 18th. Slid it there a bit, but yeah, we really pulled away there in the infield. Now we're going to be back to how much downforce they have. They're all going to be really confused on why I'm so slow on the straights. Have we gotten through all the Rileys? We got it first pitter. Well, maybe not first pitter, he might have wrecked. He's in 29th.
One minute 39.53.
Let's not run into anyone on pit exit. Big wiggle out of the Riley behind us. Oh, we still got one ahead of us. I didn't notice that. And we got a couple of LMP2s ahead of us. My dad is in the LMP2s as well, somewhere up ahead of us. He is in 11th place, 27 seconds ahead of us. He put in a ton of laps to get ready for this, so it's just going to be a lot of getting used to multi-class racing and how to handle. Luckily, we don't have too many fast cars, so that's going to make it a little easier on everyone. But once the LMP2s start catching the Rileys, then it's going to get a little more difficult.
One minute 39.935.
Thought about going for it there, but into the corner a lot harder than all the others, so we'll just wait here. Might take us a couple of laps. Oh, we got our own type of car right behind us.
Left side. Still there, hold your line. Clear on the left.
Jake will probably just shoot past us, since he is most likely on a setup that's correct for the car. So then we've only got, we got Billy 3 cars ahead in the Corvette. But yeah, you can see how much quicker we should be on the straights as Jake flies up to us. So once we get switched over to the next race, we'll be able to put the right setup in.
Clear on the right.
the right wing and right gearing.
1 minute 40.852.
A little more traffic around us as now the BMWs are starting to lap us. We got more grip though in the infield, so that's a good thing. We're gonna get to the second race and just be a complete mess on grip in the infield. Why are we running into me? Okay.
Right side.
You know, I really don't want to be screwing around in the race, and almost getting wrecked there kind of pisses me off. That was just very unnecessary with prediction code. Alright, so sun is starting to set. It is now in sim almost 5 o'clock. .45, and headlights will be coming on. And a whole different view is going to be happening. And with how old this car is and the Rileys are, I don't know how it's going to look for some people. Hopefully it's not too flashy. Got 14 laps left on this tank. So we've done 13 laps, and we have completed not a whole lot. 23 minutes so far.
39.491. Car ahead. Car stopped ahead. Go left.
So what do we got? We've got an hour and 6 minutes left in this one. So I think I'll pit right around the hour mark, just to break them up. No idea if we can take fuel and tires at the same time with these. And there goes an Audi. Flying around and bouncing weirdly. That is the overall leader. He's going to have a nice boring race, but we're going to kind of have a nice boring race right now. So my dad has fallen back to 13th.
1 minute 39.794.
Getting a little bit different light, a little more of that orange, almost pushed wide there. Honestly, tire-wise, I don't think we're gonna experience anywhere. Doesn't feel like grip's really going away, but it's also burning off fuel and getting quicker, so kind of hard to tell. Just wish we had the right setup in, so that the straight bits were a little quicker.
Car right. Clear.
Almost ran our fastest lap.
39.831.
Tail lights starting to be visible more, and probably a lap or two away from pitting here. Although we could probably take this. We're just a little bit past halfway on our tank. Yeah, you know what? We can get this thing to halfway. Possibly. Or really close to it. Looks like Sam has had another issue and is off. He's not had a good run. We got two of the leaders on pit road. Hopefully for scheduled stops, which I think it should be. They don't have tires. Only new tires they're going to get is at the start of the next race. Not that that's going to slow them down enough to even be competitive with anyone else, but just something I'm trying out. I think it'll be a lot more fun at the other tracks, and then probably next time we run this, I will do a single class just to not have it so spread out, although it's going to get spread out no matter what. 33 cars. At Daytona, it's always going to get spaced out a lot. Uh-oh. The leader is... okay. Looked like he was losing time and didn't know if he had spun or had an issue, but he's catching us now. And it's way off from what the F3 is showing on Racelabs, so... he will catch us very soon. But yeah, I think Le Mans will go GT3s, and then for the ring, GT4s and Bathurst. I have no idea, but we are finally getting the lights to come on. We're in 16th. I think that's probably going to be about our limit as long as everyone keeps it on track, which hopefully they do. They're so fast, it's ridiculous. Alright, we can go 8 more laps, which is possibly going to get us to that 45-minute mark. People on pit road from the top classes. The Audi and Porsche are probably a little bit different on their fuel usage. We got one coming out. I am more conscious of that now after the roar. And my dad only 6.7 seconds ahead of us now, so we're catching him slowly. He's maybe losing a bit of time getting out of the way, because he should be quicker. Especially with the wrong setup in the car for me. But he has never had to deal with multi-class racing, so. And it looks like he's headed into the pits. So we don't get to pass him on track. Looks like all the LMP2s are on pit road. Nice though, being able to go through the whole cycle in the cockpit. Nice little change. Might be something that we do at an oval as well. 3-hour race. Be interesting having the time changing that quick. Getting through the whole, have a timed oval race, get through the whole cycle. The LMP2s might be at a disadvantage to the Hondas because they can't make it to halfway, but they are a little bit slower, so. be interesting to see where it cycles out.
1 minute 39.565.
Tear off, and we'll be into pitch black for the next however long, well, till the end of the video, and then into the start of the next video. It is time in sim now. It is 6:30. I think this is going to 1 o'clock, 1:30 at night, so quite sure if he was going to the top or gonna just run low.
Clear.
But we're into 12th. Because of pit stops. We got 5 more laps we can go. We need to get to 45 minutes. We're at 54 minutes now. So it's like right on the edge of that.
One minute 39.833.
Got Kevin behind us. Just ahead of us, we got Scott and the Riley.
5 laps of fuel left.
And he has a moment off and spins down the track, and luckily we were not too close to him. The Riley might be getting tough to drive. Amazingly, and I'm going to jinx myself here, but still at a 0x. But I guess when you're going this slow, it's kind of easy to do. Next race will be quicker.
1 minute 39.
And hopefully we'll be starting up a little further. And be around the people that are actually in our class. Kevin behind us is in a LMP2, and, or no, yeah, and he just pit, so we're definitely not going to beat him unless he's got to pit again, which he probably will have to, so we just might be at a big advantage with our tank size. I mean, I just put numbers in, I didn't do any math or anything, I just kind of guessed, because it doesn't matter, it wasn't meant to be a BOP, it was just meant to kind of switch things up a bit. Got Jim coming to fly by. Extremely bouncy. It's just prediction code and the car bottoming out. catching Jake, who must be fuel saving.
1 minute 39.993.
But he pit early, so I'm not sure why he's all of a sudden slow. Oh, he's shoving off track there.
Keep to the right. Still there, hold your line. Clear.
Alright, we got 2.9 laps. Which means we've got 2 laps of fuel. We are close to 45. Got Ryan behind us, who is in the same car as us. That's how far off pace we are right now. Jake just pulled into the pits.
1 minute 40.55.
Just ahead of us is Dirt Gavin. He just pit, so he must think that he can make it to the end. But if he was only able to make it that far, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be able to. We're only at 48 minutes, so by the time we get around one more time, we'll be good to go. Especially with the pit stop. We're gonna take tires. And hopefully that doesn't add a bunch of extra time on, but it doesn't matter because it'll teach us for the final run on what we gotta do. One and a half laps we can make it, so we're going around one more time.
Minute 39.392. You're in the top 10.
It's actually been one of the most relaxing races I've ever done. Normally when I'm at this track in a fast car, it's with teammates and you're stressed out because you don't want to wreck the car for everyone else. This has just been a nice little drive. We haven't had too much traffic. While we're in the pit stop, I'm going to get out of the car and look at the setup just to make sure, because we're now down into the times that I was doing, so I could just be wrong and was on the wrong set to begin with, but I think auto load, I feel like it's so much slower on the straights than it was when I was practicing. It's time to pit.
Don't forget to pit for more fuel. here.
Alright. Are we going to get tires at the same time? We are not. I think we take tires off. Let's just double check this real quick. Baseline. Yep, that sucks. I knew it felt bad.
Move it, move it.
Little Star Wars there for you. Get this guy past, and then we will gun it. Okay. And we've got my dad right behind us in a faster car. Tires that came off, 96. Yeah, we don't even need tires. Not for a short race like this. And if it's doing tires after fuel, then that's just wasted time. So, in sim time, it is now 8 o'clock. We are halfway through, and this race, so a quarter of the way through the full distance. And here comes the fast race car. Fast one coming. I'm just going to stay low. They can go to the outside.
1 minute 53.7.
I'd much rather them go to the outside than the inside, because if they screw it up, they go out wide. If they screw it up when we give them the inside, they go into us. So yeah, my dad's at a bit of a disadvantage because he's not going to be able to make it on fuel. What he needs to do is a splash and go and get well past us. Got someone stopped out wide. Almost gave myself an X. Not that it matters. First big mistake. Kind of hit the pedal again for no reason. Got a yellow as looks like Jim has ended up outside and in the tire barrier. Hopefully no damage. Just holding even right now. Should gain back a bit on the straightaway unless he's running a higher downforce. No, he's gaining. And we got the grape up ahead. Well, it doesn't look so grapey now compared to the purple Austin's car going around it. Can we make it to the end? That is the big question, and I should have looked to see what lap we pitted on. I guess we are on our third lap of this stint, so we pit on lap 27. Whoops. Entered a little hot and turned down later and just kind of got it into a mess there. So we could go 22 laps from here. It's going to be tough. It's going to be right on the edge, I think. Holy crap. Okay, he all of a sudden found a ton of speed on the straightaway. I don't think he was catching us that quick before, but he had a double slipstream there, so. He's gonna blast around.
Clear.
Oh shit, I didn't see Travis. I was focused on flashing my headlights.
1:41.096.
Just keep on flashing, give him a nightclub. Start doing it into the corners, see if we can make him screw up and go off. Okay, well, he's extremely slow in the infield. But he's got to pit again, so it's not going to matter when he pulls away from us here. We'll give him one more flash as he goes into the bus stop and see if we can make him screw it up. Well, he's focused. We'll see if he can drag us around a bit and save a little bit of fuel for us. He's gone. Forgot I was sitting on the right side of the car. We're probably going to be about the same speed as him once I get the low downforce setup in. take a look at the standings real quick while we're here. So Travis has got a 2-lap lead over everyone. Dirt Gavin is in 7th. Billy is in 11th. Then we are in 14th. Rocco is in 17th. That was the guy that we were struggling to get around early on. Diet Gavin is in 20th after his spin. Colton in 21st. And then it looks like Sam has possibly given up. And that guy was... That's Gavin. I don't know where he was. I thought it was someone coming from the other part of the track, but he somehow missed turn 1 a lot. Getting lapped by someone in the same car as us who pit at the same time. But this is possibly a good thing. I can just kind of sit behind him as well. Get a nice train of cars to draft. See how my dad handles the line and moving over and choices. So he's just going to go out wide. We got an LMP2 and LMP1 behind. Just gonna stay low, and that was not good by my dad. Not paying attention to the situation, nearly takes out the leader. Changing lanes on the straight. You just gotta, if you're down low and they're high, stay down low. If you're up high, they're going down low, stay up high. He probably just lost track of what headlights were what. So we got 31 minutes left in this. Long ways to go. Should have enough fuel. I'm gonna start short shifting. Not sure if that will even help us, but all we gotta do is make it to the end. If we lose a couple of spots, no big deal. We're gonna be starting up mid-pack now, and then the LMP2s are going to have to pit again, so they're kind of in a awkward situation. But the further they get ahead, if they just do a splash of fuel and no tires, then better off for them. It might be better for them to split the second race up into just every 30 minutes. Figure out what 30 minutes of fuel is and go from there.
You got a slow car on the left. Go right.
That is John from second.
Car stopped ahead.
And that is Austin having a moment off of the infield. So that puts us into 12th. He'll get back around us though. But he's also possibly gonna have to pit anyways, so doesn't matter. We should maybe come away with the top 10 here.
You got a slow car on the right.
And no idea who that was for, but I'm gonna guess maybe Christian, since I don't remember seeing his name up there. So after this one, we'll look at all the wrecks for this race, and then the video will end, because there's a 30-minute break in between. We're not going to do a 3-hour race with no cautions, no brakes like that. Can we outbrake him? No. Just back off. Out of gear, and over dragged.
1 minute 40.517, right side.
A little risky there, but he was extremely early on the brakes into the corner there. Just had a moment out of the corner. Must have been Scott, possibly. Almost a 1X there. So it looks like we got Jake closing back in on us. And there we go, pitting for the LMP2s again. I did not plan to have an advantage over them on pit stops. Like I said, it was just random selection of numbers, and I figured since they're quicker, give them a little less fuel. Oops. Went for a tear off, hit the pit limiter. But we still got quite a few people out here, so that's good. I was worried that we'd get, 30-some people, and then half of them would quit before. Now, people will probably quit in the second race, since there's, no coming back from issues in that. And hopefully the faster cars that are starting at the back are smart. It's going to be so nice, though, to have straightaway speed. Can't wait for that.
40.147. You're in the top 10.
And Jake is back to us. Getting a little pushy there now. Got Billy 13.7 seconds ahead of us. No idea if I don't think the Corvette should need 2 stops. I think they are unlimited with their tires and fuel. Well, they'll have 2 sets of tires, but obviously we didn't even need 1 set, so. And in sim time, it is 11 o'clock now.
1 minute 39.277. Car right, keep to the left. Clear on the right.
He'll get past us once we get back onto the oval, unless he loses too much time through here. back 1.2. We got Kevin coming up. He will blast past us. He just pit for a splash of fuel, I assume. Alright, we have 20 minutes left in this one. We have 11 laps of fuel. And a lot of it's going to depend on where the leader is to us and at what time does he cross the finish line for a white flag. Because I think we saved a lot of fuel early on when we were stuck in Riley traffic. Might just sit behind this guy. Kevin's gonna pass us no matter what. So if I can just kind of save a bit here. Oh, Jake's on pit road.
1 minute 39.972. Clear on the right.
I jam up everyone there because no one understands why I'm going slow and sitting behind a Riley. I have my reasons.
Right side, clear on the right.
Try to save some fuel. I know we can go into a different fuel mode as well. Try some different modes and see. See what we got. Because behind us, there's nothing really other than Kevin, so I think we're just gonna do this. We'll take a look at how that helped us. That saves some. I'm sure we can make it, but just to be safe, I don't need to lose a bunch of starting spots for the next half. So Johnny gets a bunch of screen time since he is just quick enough for us. Next one's back, 21 seconds, Jake. So he did a splash and go. That might be a slowdown. Jim had a long pit, it looks like. He is way behind now.
One minute 41.636.
Still about 20 seconds back, so no reason to even pass here. We'll just stay in this low fuel. It's saving us about a tenth every 2 laps. And then we'll know for sure at the end of this, but then we're going to be switching to a different setup, so need to remember that around 0.73, 0.71, 0.73. What we're running right now for fuel per lap. Oops, tear off button is in a different spot. Seconds back to Jake, so he has closed in.
Car ahead. Car stop on the left.
The Rileys look like they're extremely tough to drive. We've seen more mistakes, just random spinning out of them than anything. Where are we at now? 12 minutes to go, 12 and a half to go, so.
The lead is pitting now.
We've got 8 laps of fuel. We should be able to step it up now. Saved enough fuel.
Left side.
Thank you for the tow around for a bit. If I get it wrong, well, it doesn't really matter because we'll be starting over again in a little bit.
1 minute 40.541.
I've got to quit doing that. No more tear-offs. Now, can Dirt Gavin make it? Because didn't he... Oh, he just pit. So, yeah. He can make it now. He fell a little bit back to us, but we weren't going to be able to get ahead of him or stay ahead of him, not with the current setup situation. Track's got a lot of grip right now. And we have pulled back out to 19 seconds over Jake. We got 5 laps of fuel. We got 8 minutes. Should be able to make it. I don't know why the time is so far off on the heat races.
You got about 5 laps of fuel left.
It's probably because you can't set up a hosted event for just time only. So the laps screw everything up.
1 minute 38.687.
Billy's in the pits. So yeah, if I could have done a quicker time transition, I definitely would have done like a 2-hour race with it going through the 24 hours in that. 3 hours was as quick as I could get it. So still having an hour and a half left to go in this thing. It's painful right now in my mind, but it'll be fun to do it. And you know, not doing this every single week will help. Hopefully by the time we get around to June or so, everyone will be ready to do one at Le Mans. And it'll be a little more exciting with everyone in the same class, so it was worth a shot to see what would happen with all the prototypes out here, and I didn't want to, you know, give people only one option just because then you leave some people out that can't buy a new car. But some of these are like $3, so that should help most people out.
1 minute 39.154.
We are on a nice chunk of track all by ourselves at the moment. Billy's 17.2 behind us, so unless we run out of fuel, should be starting ahead of him. And then maybe we can actually compete with some of the people that are in our class. Or maybe I self-spin in the infield when we go to a lower downforce. Got many options. Catching up to the grape again. Two and a half laps of fuel left. 4 minutes and 40 seconds left. Should be able to do it. On track. There's a button that I can set that up for, but he's 26 seconds behind us.
You've got about 2 laps of fuel.
Looks like Billy's had a moment, possibly. I think our goal right now is to get lapped in this next lap. I think we can time it perfectly. Because the leader, the leader's not going to get white flag this time.
41.3.
But we do need to get behind the leader because we need to get 2 laps of fuel. Save settings and also save with the right foot. Leader 11 seconds behind us. So what I need is for him to pass us and get the white flag. And it's going to be difficult. But we've got a massive gap to work with. We're just going to do a little coasting.
About 1 lap of fuel left. Don't forget to pit for more fuel.
Yeah, we're gonna forget. Minute 30 left. Leader should get the white flag. I hope. If he passes us and the white flag comes up, then we're good.
2-5. White flag. White flag.
Yes. Perfect. Worked just how I drew it up.
Right side. Stay on the left. Clear.
Should be able to make it around.
Car right. Clear.
like is catching us. I think we are going to have to pit twice, though, to make it in the second one. And we're just going to go all out, get as much speed as we can, and coast the rest of the way.
All right, you're out of gas.
Perfect. Just as I planned it. That was
There's the flag.
very
It's
lucky
over.
that the leader was in the position he was for us.
Nice run. Solid work.
All right. All right, so let's put in the correct setup now. Jeez, that did not help things. I'm gonna put traction control up to 4 though, just because that's what I was running. And let's go back through and hopefully not see a whole lot of bad car-to-car wrecks. But so far, so good. Let's take a look and see. So this is Sam, and he gets loose, and yeah, gets loose, gets out wide. Then I think he gets very scared here and jumps on the brakes, and then that takes him to the wall. And we've got Spencer getting into Nick, and then also I think Rodney getting into that. Got a couple of Corvettes, and I'm not sure what that was, but Christian just turns up into the guy, and that sends CJ around. You got Brad, he's gonna blink. Ryan going wide, gonna blink, and then I think it is broke. Oh no, it switched to warm up. Then we've got Rodney going wide and looping it. CJ, after getting ran off the road, is going to run himself off the road there. Scott is going to loop it. Nope, he hits the wall. Gavin is going to loop it. That thing just does not look like it's easy to drive. CJ is going to get a little loose, and then gets on the brakes, heads out to the grass and loose. Rocco gets a little tap from Jake, and we got the grape, and he is going to have to avoid Christian. No, that's Lance. Ryan just runs straight into the back of Jason. That was maybe him thinking he was sitting in the left side, possibly. Yeah, the Riley just does not look easy to drive at all. We got my dad. He is going to loop it in the center of the corner. No one around though. How does he get back going? Took him forever to figure out reverse. There he goes. We got Brett, and he's got to check up hard for, I believe, Jason. Everyone gets stopped in time. Jake is going to go way wide. John moving up out of the way. Prediction code. Sam bounces it off a curb and heads to the wall. We got Troy. I don't even think we saw Troy out here. He goes wide and into the tires. Rodney gonna clip the grass and hit the wall. Yep, so easy to do. I don't know why they don't just pave that. Why they have it so narrow. And yeah, what did Gavin do to get out there? He just in hot, and then he just cannot get it to stop. And he's 8 miles off. Troy. Oh, another tire barrier. Jake's gonna go wide, out through the grass. Scott, this is where he spins it in front of us. And Jake is going to turn it into the tires. Kevin, gonna get a little loose and loop it. I mean, maybe I'm better off just not running low downforce, because that felt really easy for me. Jason, luckily still out there after getting ran into. And then Christian, just easing up the curbs. Logan bounces it on a curb and just instant around and into the wall. Lance hits the dirt, spins it. Jason, I assume, was looking at something else. And then, whoa, where? Okay, Jim goes to the left, and yeah, that was just bad timing of it all. Big hit for him. Luckily, he got back out there, but way behind. So he's going to have a lot to make up, but should be able to easily. And then I don't think we're going to see a whole lot else. Nope. Colton just gets that under brake wiggle, and then it's just no stopping it. Gavin's doing this really unique route out here, and this might be the one that we saw from him. He's definitely adding a bit of distance onto his laps. Christian around. Scott is going to get loose again through there. And Brett as well. Jason, a little bit over the grass. Jake taking the rallycross line. I would not recommend that in this car. Lance grabs a little grass. Gavin, just, man, that car does not look fun to drive. I'm glad that a lot of people drove it, but man, it looks brutal and ugly. Colton gonna go around, and overcorrects and doesn't get the wall though. We've got just the difference in speed there. Luckily everyone survives, no one hits anything solid. Gavin takes a wide, that's the Gavin route. And Gavin was right behind him. So Billy's gonna hit the grass, and that is why he lost a lot of time there at the end. Lance goes around, and that is it. So, alright, that's the end of that video. We will come back for the next one and finish off the second half of the 24 hours accelerated, and hopefully this has been fun to watch. So, we will be starting 9th for the next one, so that should help us out, along with having the correct setup. Thanks for watching.